Yo, what is up and what is going on? It's your boy Markydan the Historian. I want to say thank you to everyone that's watching this vid. I would appreciate it so much if y'all could smash the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts and feelings. Before I introduce this channel, I want to give a huge shout out to my brothers in the mighty Sports Talk Network. Me and my brothers BVO Boxing, CDK, D-Free, Prize Fighter, Chop Cheese Tommy from the Bronx, Tommy Hill, B3, Juan of Puerto Rico, Crush the OG, aka Crush the Legend, and last but most certainly not least, my brother Dub Right Side, Mr. Long-Winded himself. For those of you who don't know Dub, he's going to be my co-host for when we do, we're going to be doing Friday live streams, just as a Friday, like a Friday night roundup news session. We just recap the news. And, he's also the person that pushed me to make this channel, because he just spews OrangeMan rhetoric. He just spews it all day long. Well, I'm joking. That's my brother. But like I said, man, the STN, the Sports Talk Network, is doing big things. If you're not just into politics, we cover a wide, diverse range of topics, from boxing to hip-hop to politics to deep discussions about manhood and the black community. Whatever it is you like to listen to, STN got you covered. Look out for my brothers. Now, I am very excited to open the doors of my channel to the people, and I would like to say welcome to Democracy 101. I'm gonna try to post 2 to 3 vids a week. And then we'll be doing, like I said earlier, the Friday night news roundup stream for the whole week of news and politics. Like I said, I'm going to be doing that with my brother Dub Right Side. We're going to try to do that every Friday if possible. So, as you all know, I am somebody who loves to research history. I mean, that's why they call me the young historian, if you don't know. In my opinion, the founder of this great social experiment we call America is the greatest event in human history. Over 200 years ago, the people of the 13 colonies stood up and said taxation without representation is tyranny. And they, as one people, decided they wouldn't be ruled by a king. They would be ruled by the law of the land, the Constitution. Even while I acknowledge the gravity and the impact of the Constitution, the document was not perfect. Black people under the original Constitution were considered to be 3/5 of a human being, which directly contradicts the founders' assertion that all men were born equal. While the founders themselves, they weren't perfect. They had the foresight to leave processes in place for the people to change the Constitution, because even they at that time understood that ideas have the ability to evolve and that people are the ultimate masters of their own destiny. In the words of John F. Kennedy, this nation was founded by men of many nations and backgrounds. It was founded on the principle that all men are created equal and that the rights of every man are diminished when the rights of one man are threatened. That is the very basis for who we are as Americans. What I am seeing in current day politics is disturbing and downright terrifying. We have an orange megalomaniac fascist named Donald Trump sitting in the fucking White House. He wants to tear down our free press and our ability to get news that hasn't been filtered through MAGA media. He wants to censor protest and free thought on campuses of higher learning. He wants to tear down our current education system and put Gestapo impersonator Stephen Miller in charge of our children's re-education into MAGA. He wants to place a regressive tax on every item coming into the US, which will cause, as OrangeMan said himself, a little bit of pain. Who you think the little bit of pain will be felt by? It's not going to be felt by him. It's going to be felt by small businesses and consumers who are already struggling as it is. While Donald Trump and his family have already spent $40 million of taxpayer money on his Gulf trips after just being in office for 4 months. What a fucking joke. He wants to deny the existence of trans people while we currently have trans men and women who are honorably serving our country in the military. and are having their careers destroyed and discriminated against by an orange fool who dodged the Vietnam War draft like the coward he is. He put Elon Musk and Doge in charge of firing people at the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau and the National Labor Relations Board. For those of you who don't know what those two agencies are responsible for, they're responsible for regulating labor practices, investigating unfair labor practices, and investigating unfair business practices on consumers. Okay? He put Elon Musk in charge of firing those people. Those people were about to hand down billions of dollars in fines to Tesla and Starlink. And Elon Musk fired the investigators. Donald Trump wants to subvert the courts and our constitutional human right to due process by sending people to foreign gulags and then claiming there's nothing he could do to get them back whilst he pays said foreign gulag to imprison them. The scariest fucking part about all this shit is people act like they don't care. This man is behaving like the King of England that we banished over 200 years ago. He has no respect for the pillars and supports that our democracy was built on and founded on. And therefore, he has no issue ripping out the fucking foundations and allowing us to fall into an autocratic nightmare like Israel or Russia or China. I'll end off by quoting the late great deputy chairman of the Black Panther National Party, Fred Hampton. The late great chairman. Nothing is more important than stopping fascism, because fascism is going to stop us all. Fascism does not begin with a bang. It begins with a whisper before it eventually erodes all the institutions that democracy relies on to function. We must resist the fascist. We must debate the fascist. We must highlight abuses by the fascist. And when the time is right, we must vote against the fascist and his puppets. That is the very purpose of democracy. And on Democracy 101, I am going to take every opportunity I can to highlight abuses, debate, and resist with all the power vested in my voice by that amazing First Amendment. Please stay tuned to Democracy 101 for more videos. I'm going to try to post my first news story either tonight or tomorrow. Before I go, once again, shout out to the mighty Sports Talk Network. Thank you so much for watching. I'm signing off. Peace.